There are other narrations as well that the other scholars use. Of them, the hadith in Sahih Bukhari, that the Prophet ﷺ was walking and he saw a lady sitting at a qabr crying. Okay? And it is very clear, by the way, because at that time frame, the only qabr they had was Baqi'. Okay? So the lady is sitting there at the qabr crying, not wailing. Big difference. Crying is halal. Crying, no sin. Wailing, what is wailing? To raise your voice and to say phrases of jahiliyyah and to beat oneself, this is what is haram. But to cry and to feel sad is completely not only halal, it's a sign of humanity. So he passed by a lady, hadith is in Bukhari, she's sitting at the qabr, and it was the qabr of her husband or the one who was to take care of her, and she's crying. And the Prophet ﷺ said, "O servant of Allah, female servant of Allah, be patient. Be patient and expect Allah to reward you." He gave her words of what? Encouragement. Had it been haram, had it been sinful, then he would not have said this. She did not recognize him and she said, "You don't know what I have suffered. You don't know who this, the level of whatnot, and she said something very harsh, "Go away from here. Ilayka anni." And the Prophet in his adab, he left. And one of the Sahaba later said, "Don't you know what did you just say? Do you know who this person was?" She didn't recognize because she was in her grief, So then she rushed up. She said, "Ya Rasulullah, I didn't recognize you. Ya Rasulullah, I'm sorry, I didn't recognize you." And the Prophet did not get angry, but he said a very powerful phrase. What is the phrase? إِنَّمَا الصَّبْرُ عِنْدَ صَدْمَةِ الْأُولَى. Patience is demonstrated at the first stroke of calamity. How you react when you first hear the news, how you react in the first few minutes and half hour, that shows patience. Everybody calms down in a week. Everybody. How you react as soon as you hear the news. Meaning, he's saying in a very gentle manner, you weren't patient. That's what he was telling the lady. But the point is, very clearly she's sitting at the qabr and he's giving her words of encouragement.